So like pretty much the entire year, I've had this coaster held by the Jets logo being held up by Darth Vader. Let's be honest. After tonight, I'm more fitting because neither of them can hit shit. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, Quebecers. It's Quebecers. It's Habs fans. I'm not getting mad at you, but let's be honest. Jets fans right now are only here for my timestamps, and that's it. And half of them can't make it through the timestamps. Because we all know the only reason you get so many views at this moment is not because it's your own fan base watching the team going, you know what, let's relive that again. Oh no. It's Habs fans going, I wonder how that feels like. Couldn't happen to me. Shouldn't happen to me. Right now, there's Leafs fans are split into two groups. Half of them are like, haha, you're getting swept by the Habs, even though we still have one more win than they have. And the other half of them are just like, why? Why couldn't you beat them? Or like, not that easy, was it? And it's like, no, it wasn't. But to our credit, we didn't blow a 3-1 lead. We just never had one. So, I'm going to be honest. The 20 to 30 minutes it took for me to finish watching this game to recording now was an interesting situation because I pretty much had to somewhat calm myself because people like when I yell, but I've noticed that people don't like when I make, I don't want to say controversial takes, but when I kind of just call out a certain thing because then I get seen as salty. And as a guy who eats salt and vinegar chips on a regular basis, I guess I shouldn't be too insulted by that, but like, did I have problems with this game in the exterior forces, shall we say, outside of how the Jets are playing? Yes. Several. Let's go through them. So, going into this game, Stastny is back. Whoop-de-fuck. Hellebuck is in net. Price is in net. Ben is in. Great. DeMello is out. Scheifele's out. And you know what? We probably had another fourth-line duster in there who couldn't hit a pass. I don't care. It was a meh first shift. Hellebuck makes a nice save on Caulfield. And then right away, pretty much right in the game, Perry on a wraparound shot. On horrendous defense, pretty much. They let 37-year-olds look like 27-year-olds, and it was ring around the fucking rosy. Reaction here.
Into condensed. Fuck. We were playing too condensed and they started crashing in on us.
Yeah. Fucking
3:14 into the video, you're safe.
No, I swore right off the bat.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've accepted it, but I think at this point, I think the amount of people that is willing to watch my pain, I think will counteract the fact that YouTube doesn't like swearing.
Yeah.
So let it be known, YouTube is the Mark Scheifele of social media. It'll hit the crap out of you when you're not looking, but that's a joke on the hit. Not that it's that hit's complicated to look at, especially if you go back and look at that Torrey Krug hit. I look at that and I go, "Oh God, this is the same play. It's just angled differently." Not the point. We're in game 3. Jets probably wish we were in game 1 because we actually scored more than one goal there. Just pathetic. It was just pathetic defensive zone, like coverage in the first, like in this entire game. But, like, on the first goal especially, like, there's two guys in the high slot when we're defending. Like, you don't, honestly, at this point, if you know you're so god-awful defensively, I don't care how much you give up to the high slot. Just make sure nobody right in the house can score there. Like, forget the Hella Bunker, like, Hella Fortress. There's nothing there. No one even, like, visits it. No one goes there now. Honestly. Cobb gets a chance. Big save by Carey Price. Reaction here.
Oh! Damn it!
Really smart play of Ehlers, though. He looks up and he sees he's got coffee.
We take a Morrissey with not enough body coverage would take a hooking penalty, and that's why. Like he's not man on man. He's stick on stick, and stick on stick needs to be stick on stick and man on man, and that is one of those things that in the playoffs especially it burns you because no one cares. Like, because then you're just either getting your stick caught on a guy, and those penalties are the only penalties that are called. Hitting-based offenses are rarely called in playoff hockey because with the expectation that the intensity of play increases, so too does the physical contact. I cannot stress this enough. We have so much depth, but so much depth that can't throw one hit. And I'm tired of it. And don't make it think like, don't try to think that I'm like trying to encourage veteran leadership on our bottom 8 minutes of the game. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the guys that want to be able to perform, guys like Appleton, guys like Kopp, they need to throw a hit. They need to be somewhat engaged in the sense of play. Like Suzuki was getting leveled out there, but at least he went into those areas. Like, Jesus. Stastny should center. Stastny should be the centerman on that line. I don't care if he just got back from injury. Kopp could not win a faceoff, especially in the first period, to save his life. Like, Jesus Christ, he would be the worst Cowboy ever because he's terrible on the quick draw. Like, my God. Ugh. Wheels gets a chance late in the first period. I just wrote at the end of the first period. I wrote under it 1-0 after one, and I then wrote under it, because I usually do a little summary of my thoughts at period. I just wrote, just fuck you. Just fuck you. Second period, PLD gets early deflection. Hellebuck robs Caulfield. Need to move more. Need to get in front of Price. And then Ehlers off the crossbar reaction here.
You got room! Oh!
What a play by Nick Ehlers just at the end of a long shift, too. You wondered how much he'd have left in the tank.
Oh, he had them reeling! That's why Ehlers needs to move, because no one on that team can stop him when he gets going.
Stanley then levels someone with a hit. I don't even know who it is. Hellebuck stops again. Wheels thinking he scores on a chance, which was annoying because Wheels actually, for Wheels' credit, it looks bad that he didn't score, but this play was literally this is the play that I've been screaming to have happen. When you have that room, fake the shot on Carey Price, because playing against Carey Price is like playing against 2018 Marc-Andre Fleury. He's charging out there. He's out of the trench, charging at you practically out of his crease. So wait him out so that the angle changes. That's pretty much all you can ask for. Other than that, in cross crease passes do not have a high success rate. And then after that, Lehkonen on, I'm pretty sure his 8th chance at getting this frickin' puck in front of our net scores after we do our best mannequin challenge of the season. Reaction here. And then this gets annoying. So there's a too many men on the ice penalty to the Canadians. Cool. We don't do anything in it. We don't back check, and now we give up a shorthanded goal to Yoel Armia. And for the record, before I get into this, people are like, haha, you gave up Yoel Armia. Well, we had to. We literally had to cap. Like, did you see that Steve Mason contract? That shit had to burn. It hurts a lot now, and it always will, but, like, that shit had to burn. But, you know, Armia would score and get the gold in Olympic diving, so...
No urgency.
And, like, okay, so, like, I made a joke about Olympic diving. And you know what? Credit here, I don't think the fact that this call was complete garbage. Oh, if anyone's wondering, Stastny gets called because he hits the guy who shot the puck a millisecond after he shoots the puck, before the puck's in the net. That's literally all I can describe it as. And like, and I know what the comments say, well, why are you so mad? It's not like he could score on the power play. Yeah, you're right. But does that mean that the ref has to be like, all right, I'm gonna let you finish, but like first you gotta go? No, and this shouldn't be a penalty. I'm honestly, like, just like the refs, I'm gonna need to cut this a bit short because if I talked about penalties, this video would be as long as the Game 1 reaction, and I don't think anyone wants that, because that's just delaying the inevitable. You could put 30 minutes of this into the time slot of Old Yeller. It would have the same reaction by the end. Oh, gee, man, we gotta put that kid out. That's how it would be. But yeah, shouldn't be a penalty. He hits him and then he slides into the post. And I think it's more of Armia admiring a shot than diving, but like still, doesn't mean you should call it. Yeah, so now we're like evened up. Yeah, and then after that, a while later, Lowry scores and make it 3-1. Whoop-de-doo.
Yes! It's about damn time! Overdue. Oh no, are you bleeding? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what are we here? Oh no, hang on. Hang on, I got it. Huh. Yeah, it's not like we got butt-ended in the first, buddy. We're gonna probably lose this game, but I don't care.
And after the second period, it's 3-1. And I just wrote down, just try. And they did. They did, to an extent. Petrie also got injured in this play. He got his hand stuck in the camera hole around the car. No, fuck the Gungans. They can all die in hell. He got his hand stuck on the glass for the cameras, so he did not return, which was a great opportunity. Wasted. I didn't record this because there's just too many swears for, like, YouTube would literally be like, you need to put this down. Like, you need to take this down now. But try to remember early in the third period where the Canadians pretty much just like something out of a Saturday morning cartoon. The puck would bounce, Hellbuck would make the save, the puck would go out, and the guy would come in and shoot again, and it would bounce, and then it would come back. It was like watching a goddamn pinball machine. I was staring at this going, what the actual fuck are you doing here? Like, 3 Jets watched it, and then, like, ugh. Also, somewhere here, along here, Appleton got butt-ended in the face, and just like I forgot, so did the refs. They missed that. It's not like they were going to call a high-sticking penalty later. Oh, look. Yeah, need to put pressure. Casey needs to walk in when he's at the top of the circle. I don't understand why Kyle Connor thinks that he can shoot from, like, a defenseman perspective. Like, what the hell? Also, you know what I would actually argue? I would argue you should put Pionk in one of the circles. Even though he's the defenseman, he's got one of the better shots on our team. Just put him in. You need something on the power play. Like, Morrissey should not be the first power play defenseman. I can't stress this enough. Appleton gets a chance. Stastny gets called on a high stick when it's not even his stick. Like, it's either not his stick or not anything to do with his fault. And to the point of, and someone tried to argue this with me, and they're like, well, Stastny should have control of his stick. And I was like, are you dumb? Because the guy goes like this with Stastny as he's trying to battle through, and literally, it's not even like he goes like this, and Stastny goes, oh, oops, I poked your face off. No, it's literally like, ooh, like, it's like one of those, like, how do I say it? Like, those high-pressure lightsaber fight moments where the guy has his lightsaber and he puts it up against the neck, and then they cut away to commercial, and you gotta watch, like, the Cheerios commercial, and it's like, oh, yee. That was pretty much it. Like, the guy guided Stastny's stick there without even looking, and like that. And the guy's like, well, Stastny should be harder on the stick. Really? Because if he does, he gets called on a slashing penalty. Like, if he goes down like that, slash. All day. Because they gotta call something, right? Like, ugh. And then, like, a couple seconds later, and I'm, as you can see, as you can tell, I'm a little bit done with this game at this point. 4-1 reaction.
Thanks, ref! I'm glad we're calling it inconsistent on the high sticking! Like, you missed the butt end on Appleton. It's okay. No, don't talk. They missed the butt end on Appleton. That's fine. There's only 2 referees right in front of the play. It's fine. Then you call a high stick caused by a Montreal player to a Jets player after calling a Jets player interference on a play that wasn't interference. I think I need to learn French. I think that's what it's teaching me.
Yeah, I was not having a fun time. They miss a tripping penalty. Yeah, what else is new? PLD takes a penalty. At this point, I'm not even sure if I was paying attention fully. I was just trying to fight the urge to message every Habs fan that I know and be like, you know what's gonna happen, right? Like, this victory will give you no peace. But like, it is what it is. We're screwed. We are so screwed. Cobb gets a penalty in front of our own net for existing. Like, this is the thing. The refs started calling a bit of penalties in the third, and they tried to, I guess they think it's game management, but it's also really, it's annoying because, no offense, but I understand trying to do game management, but the way you're calling it here seems like a complete disconnect from how you've been calling it the entire playoffs. Scrums shouldn't immediately lead to an automatic penalty. Like, my God. Like, and it seems like on 95% of these, we're the ones that are taking the calls here. That's not even like an opinion. Like, just look back. Anderson hacks at Hellebuck and then starts a scrum. At least they get that penalty, right? I thought we were going to be going down 5-on-3 at this point. Winnipeg pulls the empty net. Armia scores to make it 5-1.
Sweeps it into the slot. Redirected by Connor. That's it. Taken off his glove. Armia. Long range. Empty netter. His second of the night.
Wonder if we took a penalty after that.
At this point, the reactions and the notes just end, and so do our playoff hopes and dreams, because this team is screwed. And the biggest problem I see is that this team is not able to score first. And forget the fact that they can't score at all, but just score first, because scoring first has a way bigger impact than you think. When you score first on a defensive team, do you know how much it fucks up their day? Go back and watch the Winnipeg-Nashville series and see what happens when Nashville gets scored on first. There is a problem when those teams get scored on first, because now they can't just sit back and lay and pray. They need to go out and do something. And Montreal is very similar in those statistics. They are the Islanders of the North, minus the head coach. I don't care that Ducharme has... No offense, and I think actually Habs fans are on my side in this argument, but Ducharme's best quality right now is not doing anything. And there's like 50% of the Habs fans are going, yeah, he's right. Yeah, he is right. And the other 50% are going, well, he's just mad because Ducharme has led this team to victory. I'm like, no, he hasn't. Your team has overperformed what Ducharme would give it. I'll say that. There's just issues. There's just so many issues. We're down 3-0, so only about 4 teams in sports history have came back from this, so we're fucked. And that's kind of this video is weird because it's kind of like a eulogy of all of our problems here. There's not enough net front coverage. We think that outside shots can score. Not having any care in the world in our power play and thinking we're entitled to a goal just because we are the Jets and we have a setup that we use a couple times more than anyone else. It's ridiculous. This team is playing like the Toronto Maple Leafs did in Game 5, 6, and 7, minus the fact that they can't come back in the last 10 minutes. It's just ugly to see. I think I've begun I've already had to come to terms, and it'll be hard watching tomorrow, but I've already began to come to terms with the fact that we are not winning this series and we are not getting anywhere close to winning this series. We are probably getting swept tomorrow. I hope we're not, but at the same time, it's a very real possibility. But yeah, top 3 performers is just not, it's just a fake stat at this point for us. Michael Ward, I don't get, who doesn't get it, honestly? Top 3, I guess, is like, oh God, it's horrendous. Like, top 3 would be Lowry second, Hellebuck first. I don't even think there's a third. Technically, you could put Lowry third, then no one second, because, like, no one really played well. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. There's one thing I would also like to say. I'm actually going to be going on a Habs channel tomorrow. Oh, Harry Rice, you're streaming right now, buddy. I can't do that. I can't watch right now. I want to, but I just can't do it. I just can't. It's too painful. I'll go on there and be like, hey, how y'all doing? But, like, I'm just finding the name of it. It's like some hockey. It's Hockey Nation. I'm forgetting the name of this channel. Hockey Nation Live Show. That's it. It's run by a Montreal fan. So you're gonna see a very sedated Zach trying to hold in his rage at his team's incompetence. But yeah. What do you want? What do you want? I just wanted to drink a little bit of Pink Whitney, but like, it's just, oh God, Jesse Pollock is posting something.
Oh no.
No, buddy, no. They'll all come for you now. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least found some, like, obscure fascination with it, because then at least I did something right. I forgot one of my jokes, but then again, like, yeah, it is what it is. Honestly. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, because we actually really do appreciate it. And as much as I can be pissy, I do appreciate all the fan opinions on here, even the wrong ones. Just kidding. And don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on this game, this series, or just say hi. I don't know.
Is about to come out.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram at No One Hockey Podcast. And we've been putting off this Ducks finale review, which we'll probably do like tomorrow or something like that. But you know, it is what it is. I think that's about it, right? Cover, right, Carter?
Sure.
There is no coverage. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. This team is dead.